Hi y'all. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and today guys we are going to be talking all about the new Lisa Eldridge spot concealing pencil. I purchased this when it launched. The day it launched, I placed my order. I've been using it ever since, so I wanted to sort of, and the reason for that is I tend to like to use a product for a while, specifically products like this, to really understand how they function and how well they work for me and if they'll possibly work for you. Let's get into it. Gang, so I am barefaced for the most part. I did my skincare and then I have my sunscreen on, and I did my brows off camera because we're not really going to be getting into any of the other face makeup at the mo. We're going to really just be focusing on the Lisa Eldridge pencil. So I have the shade. What shade do I have? Does this not have? Oh wow, this doesn't have any writing on it. That's so strange to me. Let me pull up the one that I purchased so I can tell you what the shade number is. Okay, so I picked up shade number 9, and I did the little shade finder. They have a nice little shade finder on their website for all of the complexion products and for the spot concealing correcting pen specifically. And I got shade 9. They recommended, I think, shade 7 and shade 9, and shade 9 looked like the best match for me. So if you are around the same skin tone as me and you're trying to decide on which shade to get, I think shade 9 is a good choice. So my skin right now, when I purchased this, I actually was dealing with some breakouts and I was like really excited to use these on those breakouts. But right now my skin is pretty calm. But I do have, and I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, which is kind of annoying, but I think you can see it here and here. I do have some slight fading acne scars from that breakout that I have been using the pen to cover up with. So this is what it looks like. It has a sharpener at the bottom, which I haven't used yet. And it also, you can turn it, twist it up. So as you use it, you can twist it down. I like that you can twist it down and then you can twist it back up. So this is the area that we're going to be concentrating on. And the way that I have been using this is that I have been using it when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. I have worn it with foundations and it works fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one side of my face first, just with my, well actually I'm gonna do this side first since I'm gonna cover these up. And then I'm gonna do this side with my foundation and I'm gonna spot conceal. And it's not a whole lot to spot conceal. I have a couple of little scars here that I'll cover up. But I really wanted to show you guys what it looked like on bare skin, because the feeling that I get after having used this for about almost 2 weeks now, if not 2 weeks, is that this is a product that works well if you are planning on not wearing a ton of base product. If you're not wearing a ton of foundation, if you're not wearing a ton of, other concealer, this is a great product to just have on to just cover up any small imperfections and go about your day. The way I've been using this is basically like not wearing any foundation. I'll put a little concealer under my eyes, and then I'll put this on the areas that I want to cover. I'll put a little mascara on, do my brows, and that's it. And that's how I've been using this. And that's how I found it to be the most successful. So let me go ahead and start here. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. I'm going to try and get you guys as close as I can. So you can see the spots here. And I'm going to try and cover those up. I do have sunscreen on, so it may not stick, which is not, there you go. So here, as you can see, it's slightly covering it up, and I would just press it in with my finger, like so. I'm not gonna do this one. And this one is darker than that one, so it takes a little bit more finessing. And I've tapped that in. I then can go and look at any other, I have a little breakout here, so I may want to put a little something there. My skin is quite hormonal right now, so it's a good time to do this. Something here. Cover that up. Pat it in. The rest of these are just my little moles. And that's that. And that's literally how I use this. It is super specific. It is super pinpoint. It is. It's not, I don't think this, if you're looking for this to be like a transformative thing, it's not gonna be. So let me do my other first side of my face, because I do have to, I'm getting ready to get out of here for work, so I do actually need to like do my makeup. So let me put my foundation on this side, and then we'll go in with the pinpoint concealer. All right guys, so I've done my foundation. I applied the foundation over the pinpoint concealer just to show you that it does hold up. You're not seeing the spots. It didn't move the correcting pen, but now I'm going to show you what it looks like putting the pen over foundation. I haven't set my face or anything. I didn't blend this part of my face out either. I'm going out like that on here. All right. So I'm going to pinpoint conceal this little spot here. Let me turn this up. And I'm going to show you where I feel that the product isn't quite as useful. So I'm applying it. I'm trying to like look in my mirror but also be on camera, and this is hard. Because my mirror is a magnifying mirror, so I can see it a little bit better. I'm tapping. And tapping. And these are smaller marks, so it's not gonna be as big of an impact, I don't think, on camera. Do I have anything else I want to conceal? No. All right, so I don't know if you can tell, but I don't feel like this covers as well over foundation. And I think that is the, I would say, the Achilles heel of this product. I think it's actually really nice for those no makeup days where you just want a little bit of, you know, help with covering imperfections. But if you're looking for something to sort of stick to your foundation and you can kind of go in and, you know, pinpoint, for me, what I found is, now I've been using this with two foundations. I've been using it with my Reveal the Real Skin Tint from Sephora, and I've been using it with my Salt New York Sneaky Balm Skin Tint. I actually think it works really well with the Sneaky Balm Skin Tint. The Sneaky Balm is a bit more emollient, and you would think that this would have an issue with sliding around, but I actually think it works better with the Sneaky Balm because of the textures work well together. So I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about my thoughts on this and whether I think it's actually worth the money. All right guys, so I am back. My makeup is done. I will put what I'm wearing on my face in the description box. It's nothing, my makeup is really simple today. So thoughts. Okay. When this was first announced, I was actually really excited for it, and I'm gonna zoom you out just a little bit. I was really excited for it. I think it's a really smart idea. I think it's a smart idea just in functionality, but I also think it's a really good idea for Lisa Eldridge herself, because she is known for her love of pinpoint concealing. She talks about it constantly. It's one of the things, the staples of how she does complexion. So I think it's actually a really smart release for the brand. Now, do I think this is something that you need? No. I think it is one of those products that is, first of all, the price point. For the price point, I think you really do have to think about if this is something that you're gonna get a lot of use out of, because the price point is, let's see here, the price point is $34. It's $34 for this pen. That is insanely expensive, but also Lisa Eldridge is a luxury price brand. She's not going to be marketing this for $12. you know. So I think, and I think there are other brands that have products where I'm like, how much? What? I don't think so. So for me, that's sort of where my mindset goes to. Yes, it's expensive. Lisa Eldridge is a luxury brand. You have to make the choice for yourself if you think buying a pencil that's just for pinpoint concealing is worth $34. I feel like if you are someone who deals with a lot of acne scarring, spots, red spots, things like that, I think this actually is going to be a great product for you. I think it lends itself more to skin that is more, I don't know if this will work for super oily skin. I think this is something that could slide around quite a bit on oily skin because it does have a slight, it sets really nicely, but it does have, I think because of the fact that it's supposed to be a bit more skin-like, it does have a little bit more of that slight waxiness, slight, not emolliency, but it just has a little bit more of that silky waxiness that I think if you have oily skin, it might move around on. Might not though, you know, you might be able to place it down. I don't usually set it when I'm just putting it on its own. I don't usually have to, but maybe if you have oily skin, you apply it and then you maybe set that area with some powder. If you are someone like me who has, doesn't have a lot of active spots, you know, I have some scarring from old acne over the years, but I don't get a lot of like spots. However, when I do get a breakout, because my skin is melanated, those spots tend to get dark before they fade. And that is kind of annoying when you have like a dark spot that just kind of sitting there on your face and you're waiting for it to like decide to leave. And that's where this has come in handy for me. And so for me, I do find this to have a function in my makeup collection. Do I think this is something that will be a functioning product for everyone? No. I do like it. I think it applies better to bare skin than it does, or skin without foundation on, than it does to, you know, a full face. And then you're going in like you would with a traditional concealer. I don't think that it works as well for that. Having said that, I've only used it with two base products. I haven't used it with like a more matte product or, you know, like a stick foundation or anything like that. I'm gonna, you know, I always do a review roundup, so I might go down the line, use this with those type of foundation formulations and see how they work and get back and, you know, report back. But for me, I've found that this works best on skin without any foundation or base product on. I just usually go in over my sunscreen and it sets and I'm out the door. That's how I wore it yesterday when I went out to brunch. I didn't wear any base product. I just put this in the areas that I wanted and put some mascara on, did my brows and left. That's how I've been using it. So that's where I'm feeling like the function may be a little limiting. But yes, I don't think this is a bad product. And I know a lot of people were poo-pooing it. Talking to you, Hot Mess Tom, who think that this is kind of silly. And maybe so, but this is the way I feel about the makeup industry at the moment, is that not a lot of people are really doing interesting things. I do think this is interesting. I think it's interesting in the sense that it's trying to take a product that we already have, that we use regularly, and try to make it more functional for the way that the brand owner uses the product, uses concealer. And I think that's interesting. I don't poo-poo that. Again, do you need a $34 pinpoint concealing pencil? That is for you to decide, not me. I purchased it for science, for my channel. Would I have purchased this if I didn't have a YouTube channel and I wasn't reviewing products for you guys? Probably not. And that, I'll leave you with that and you can make of that what you will. All right, guys, so that is the end of the video. Let me know in the comments down below. Were you interested in this? Do you think this is silly? Did I talk you into it? Did I talk you out of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.